Yo, what's going on everyone? Nelson Chan from Hoop Life. Today I bring you a highly anticipated sneaker review on these bad boys right here, the Jordan Y-Not Zer0.2. This colorway represents how Russell Westbrook think the kids and the next generations are gonna be the new future of the world. And in my hands, y'all probably wondering, those are pretty wild. What are those? They are ugly, but to be honest with you, when I first saw these leaked online, I probably kind of had the same reaction as you guys. But, you know, they started to grow on me more and more where I think, like, they are wild, but, you know, this sneaker represents Russell Westbrook and how flamboyant he is, you know, with his personality, his fashion, and the way he plays. And I've got to say, I'm starting to dig them. These are actually pretty crazy in a sense where they are different. As you can see, all the different colors on the shoe, it actually represents all the colors of the teams he played for in his life, from high school, college, and the NBA. The size tag is actually on the bottom of the shoe. To me, is pretty cool. There is an info tag on the medial side of the shoe that explains the colorway behind the shoe. Russell Westbrook's Why Not motto defines how he plays, how he dresses, and how everyone criticizes his success, and that has everything to do with this shoe. And enough being said, I have a lot of interesting things to tell you guys. Let's get straight into the review. For traction, the Y-Not Zer0.2 has a concentric circular traction pattern for multi-directional traction and references Russell Westbrook's number 0. Traction is excellent in these. It has a solid rubber outsole. It grips the floor really hard, and I had no problem slipping in these. The circular nubs are actually multi-directional in a sense where they are all different directions, which helps you move in all different ways. And I'm gonna call these the octopus traction pattern. I mean, just look at them. It looks like the suction cups of the octopus's tentacles. No wonder they're so sticky on the court. And I've got to say that the outsole is pretty durable, where it's not too hard nor too soft, where you're able to hoop in them indoors and outdoors. Moving on to the materials, the shoe consists of a multi-knit upper all around the shoe for a premium look and feel. There's a grid-like protective texture on the tongue and the collar, a carbon fiber-like woven finish on the midfoot strap, and a breathable mesh on the forefoot along with some fuse on the toe. I'm 50-50 when it comes to the materials on the shoe. There's some components that I like and there's some components where I didn't like. I really like the front of the shoe where the mesh is at. The mesh is pretty thick where it's kind of like a knit. It's pretty nice and flexible. Along the upper you have some fuse for added durability, whereas the midfoot and ankle area is where it starts to feel really bulky and clunky, and I didn't really like that. The front was pretty good, like I said, nice and soft and flexible, but over here you just feel like you got a lot going on. With the excess material, it starts to feel like it's dragging you down in terms of weight. It just feels like it's a bit bulky. It's kind of similar to the Jordan 32s in terms of the ankle area and the bulkiness and how it plays. Overall, the materials are not bad, but it's not great. For support and lockdown, it has a TPU shank that provides torsional support and stability. It also has an external and internal heel counter that keeps your foot locked in and secure. Support and lockdown are really solid. The lacing system is really smooth where my foot was locked down and secure. The decoupling of the outsole is one of my favorite parts, where it gives you more movement from the forefoot and the heel, giving you more range of motion. It's a similar build to the Jordan 28s and the Jordan 29s, which were some of Russell Westbrook's favorite shoes to hoop in. The beefy internal heel counter hugs the heck out of your foot where it's not going anywhere. And it also provides a lot of cushioning around it as well. Also, the midfoot straps does a really good job on containing your foot and providing support in that area. For cushion, the Y-Not Zer0.2 has a zoom airbag in the forefoot and Phylon in the heel that provides an exploding amount of responsiveness. Oh, so you're telling me there's no more full-length zoom air in the Y-Not Zer0.2s? Bummer. Yes, the Y-Not Zer0.2 only has zoom air in the forefoot and not in the heel, but I'm not mad. Here's why. Instead of giving us full-length zoom air, the guys over at Jordan decided to put this size tag here to give you a plus 50 inch to your vertical. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm playing. If only though, if this size tag gave us, you know, some bounce to our vertical, that would have been nice. But yes, there is no zoom in the heel, but you know, hey, zoom in the forefoot. That's pretty much all we need. That's all we ask for. Because like I said, you're more on your, you know, your forefoot and your toes than you are on your heels. I'm not mad that they don't got heel in the forefoot because it's actually pretty plushy in the back in a nice way. Compared to last year's model, the Y-Not Zer0.1s, the cushioning on these feel a bit more firm and not as squishy as its predecessor. Like I said, not entirely in a bad way either. I really do like this setup too. It's slightly more firm, which I personally like, but still have some squishy spring to them and yet very responsive. But just like the Y-Not Zer0.1s, they are more on the clunky side where the midsole is not that flexible. But hey, impact protection are great in these. I mean, just look at how beefy that midsole is. You know it got your back. It's not that low to the ground, so for all y'all hoopers who like your foot directly touching the floor, these might not be it for y'all, but it still has some decent court feel. In terms of comfort and size fit, these run true to size. The fitment is pretty solid on these where there's not many issues at all. The shoe overall feels pretty comfy, just at times the bulky surroundings around the ankle can be pretty bothersome when y'all hoop it. In terms of pricing, the Why Not 02 retails for $125. It's a pretty good and affordable price for the amount of performance you are getting in a hoop shoe, and they are releasing in a full size run from men's, kids, and infants. And for my overall rating for the Why Not 02s, I'm gonna give these a score of 4 out of 5. There are some components on this shoe that I like better than the Why Not 01s, but there were also some parts of the Why Not 01s that I like that I did not like in the Why Not 02s. Traction was superb on these. I didn't have any issues when hooping in them. They really grip the floor really hard when you're on a clean court, and even on the mildly dusted court, all you needed was a single wipe and you're good to go. The materials are 50-50. Like I said, there are some areas that I like and some areas that I didn't like. But overall, they were cool. Like I said, I just wish that, you know, they kind of cut down on the materials around the ankle area. The cushioning, I was not mad at the setup. I actually did like the setup. You know, it's pretty responsive in the forefoot and squishy towards the back. And lastly, support and lockdown was pretty solid as well. There wasn't really much of a, you know, bad about the shoe, but there was nothing phenomenal about the shoe. But overall, I still have to say that the Why Not 02 is a pretty good performance hoop shoe. It didn't really have much flaws where it would hinder your performance. But personally, this is not one of the best shoes that I've ever hooped in, but they are still pretty good. Hope you guys enjoyed that sneaker review on the Jordan Why Not 02s. Man, Russell Westbrook comes out with some crazy sneakers. I mean, it can be good and it can be bad. To me, I think it's good because, you know, he has that motto where, you know, he does what he wants, and every time someone criticizes him for something, you know, he just goes, why not? Let me know down in the comments below, what are some of y'all thoughts on the Why Not 02s? If you guys have them, you guys hooped in them, how did it perform for y'all? And also let me know what other sneakers you guys would like me to review. Make sure to check out these other sneaker reviews up here. Follow my social medias in the description box down below. If you guys are new to the channel, you guys like the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also hit that bell notification so every time I drop a new video, you guys will be notified. And until next time, Nelson from Hoop Life, I'm out. Peace.